Fairs. We went toe to toe with Barcelona. If you didn't know, I am from the Czech Republic, of course, and my Czech team is Slavia Prague. I didn't support Slavia Prague before Madrid or anything like that. I'm not a vivid supporter of them, you know. I much rather watch Madrid, but this team is something different to me, you know. This team is something different to me because it actually makes me proud to see my people from my country and the people that play for a team that is in my country to play like this against Barcelona. What a performance, genuinely. We scored 2 goals in the last 6 games before this. We were definitely not thinking that it's going to be 2-2 in the first half. Fairs. Really, genuinely, our manager is one of the most underrated managers of all time. And genuinely, in Europe, everywhere. We have one of the best fitness coaches as well. And we gave Barcelona belt to ass in the first half. Pedri, get your chain back, buddy, because Moses stole it. My guy Moses stole your chain. This brother here stole Pedri's chain. Pedri, stinker injured hook today. You know what? Let me get my weapon, buff. You know what we did to you today, Pedri? My Czech team, brother. My Czech team. Look at this shit, bro. It's my Czech team. You got belt to ass from my team. From my team in this country, bro. We are shit. On my soul, we are shit. The football on display today was historic for us. I'm not lying, by the way. You may be like, why is he proud? Why is he celebrating this result? You lost 4-2. Brother, if you know Czech Republic and the football standards here, nah. It doesn't compare. If we are comparing us to like the third league in England, maybe it compares. This is a one of one. And before the game, anybody that knows me and watched my stream or is with me in the Footballcast chat. Footballcast is a podcast hosted by, of course, Football Carnage. Check him out. I said Pedri is gonna struggle because of these 3 guys. Provod, Moses, especially, and Sadilek. And you know why? Because these players in preseason get killed. And I know this. I have watched documentaries, flipping Europa League stories when we beat Sevilla. Oh my goodness. If you haven't watched that, by the way, go watch that. It's a good documentary if you're interested in football like me, of course. But all the players deserve credit. And Staňku, man. Come on, bro. I'm gonna say this in Czech. Yeah? Ty seš fakt cripple, vole. Ty debile. Jo? Zales. If you don't know what that means, basically I said he's fucking shit and he should go. Yeah. This brother was cheeks on cheeks, man. But genuinely, this is embarrassing for Barcelona. 4-2 is embarrassing. 1-1 in the first half. Oh my goodness. That's like getting belt to us. This is worse than Albacete. I'm not lying. I am not lying. This team is nowhere near good enough to be drawing 2-2. And Ginny, I'm not lying. If you look at the table before that, we had 2 goals. 2 goals and 15 conceded. 2 goals and 11 conceded. And now we have 4. Bro, we scored the same amount of goals against Barcelona in 45 minutes as the same like we did before in 6 games all combined. Do you know how bad that is? And that just speaks volumes on this Barcelona defense. And I don't want to hear excuses that we didn't have Yamal, Pedri injured. No, Pedri wasn't injured. Pedri was motherfucking ass. Never talk to me about Pedri again. Because he couldn't do it against my Czech team, bro. Pedri is finished for me. He can do whatever he wants until he backs my midfield from the Czech Republic again. He can talk to me again, bro. He was cheeks. He had to get saved by Fermin Lopez. What a game by Fermin. And what a finish. Oh my goodness, we are going to talk about everything. I just needed to get something off my chest, bro. This guy deserves credit, And I wouldn't be surprised, genuinely, if years ago, way back in 2019, when we drew to Barcelona, if you didn't know, of course, we drew to Barcelona 0-0 when they had Messi, all of these guys. And it was just like a fever dream. It was a fever dream, and we scored against them in the first half. It was Jan Božl, of course, that scored that game. And, we do well against Barcelona for some reason. For some reason, this club does well against Barcelona, and we showed it again. And let's be honest, we gave them a really tough task because of the goal difference right now. They are behind United, PSG, and Chelsea just because of goal difference. Only +2. And I was hearing guys 6-0, 5-0, you're gonna get beat down. My brother, take this. 2-2 in the first half. That's all I'm gonna say for anything that makes me proud. Genuinely, this shit is crazy to me. How are you this bad? And especially, oh my goodness, your defenders in corners. And Juan Garcia, best keeper in the world, put them in the bag, man. Put Juan Garcia in the bag, put Koundé in the bag, put Balde in the bag, put Gerard Martin in the bag, and put Eric Garcia in the bag. Everybody dive in as well, man. This was crazy. Honestly, we scored in the 10th minute, and I said, you can check my stream. I'm not lying. Watch along all of the game. I said, if we score 1 goal, it's a flippin' success. We scored in the first 10 minutes, and I was like genuinely like, what is happening in my head right now? What is happening? My brother, I got neighbors down below beating on my ceiling that I'm too loud. I was screaming here, bro. Of course. And you know why? You know why they had so many corners and why we actually scored 2 goals? Barcelona thought this was going to be easy. They pulled up, pressing for like 4 to 3 minutes, and they saw these players, of course, they are not that good technically. That's why they are playing in the Czech league. This is not what separates players, like mentality. This is only at the top level. These guys are separated by ability and technical level. I'm not gonna lie, of course, all of these guys are below these guys, but mentality and their fitness, their cardio, their pressing, the resistance. Oh my goodness, these players ran. I have to see this. If it's a stat, please tell me there is a stat of how much they ran. I know it's a stat somewhere. Please tell me, bro. It's not here, but it should be here because I know they ran more. I know they ran more, and I know Moses had the most out of everybody. And Sanyang as well. Sanyang, what a performance as well on that left side. Honestly, Koundé had some problems with him. Rooney Bargi completely out of the game. The right side was completely finito. Rafinha on a 7.1. Footmob, stop licking Barcelona's ass, you fucking bum side. Honestly, this side deserves lashes as well, bro. Pedri, 0. Genuinely 0. For Rafinha, like 2. Fermi Lopez first, because he got Barcelona back into the game. After we genuinely pressed them for so long. We were doing great for so long, but that keeper of ours, man. Yeah, it's just the ability, bro. And the magnitude of the game, I think, got to him. You could see after he conceded that goal, he became more and more stressed. And yeah, we conceded the second. And I mean, at that point, I was genuinely like, okay, we got what we wanted. We pressed Barcelona. We got that goal, you know, we got the celebration. That's all I wanted, genuinely. That's everything I wanted from this game was 1 goal so I can celebrate and then Barcelona can take it. But Fermin scores. They do the celebration. We go, take a corner. Once again, good press from our players. We get there by, I think it was Provod. And Khori just touches it a little bit. And Lewandowski own goal. Thank you so much, bro. Uncle, by the way, this uncle is finished. But we scored a second goal in this match. And it was 2-2. And we kept the same scoreline until the 63rd minute. So me and this club, yeah? The Czech club. My Czech club. I'm Czech, by the way. This club is Czech. Fucking Czech Republic. This small-ass cheeks country. Kept the same scoreline 2-2 until the 63rd minute. And I'm seeing Barcelona fans saying in my chat, ha 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 ha, we are beating your, ha ha ha, we are beating your country, ha ha ha. My brother, have some fucking shame. Have some shame, genuinely. This is embarrassing for you. This is embarrassing for you. You shouldn't concede 1 goal from us. 1 goal. You shouldn't even concede chances to this team. That's how bad we are. I'm not gonna lie. We have been this bad. We lost to Tottenham 3-0. We lost to Arsenal 3-0. We lost to flipping, who was it again? Bodo Glimt draw. Once again, this is all you have to do in football. Just try. Leave everything out there. And I'm not gonna butcher anybody, bro. They left everything they had. It just came down to who is better technically. Because let me tell you this much. Barcelona in the first half, embarrassing. Shameless, shameless, shameless. Especially everybody that was, yeah, in the midfield. Even Fermin Lopez defensively, attacking wise, okay, I cannot fault him. But Rafinha and Rooney Bargi, you are embarrassing, bro. You are struggling against this brother, who is genuine ass in my opinion. I know he's the captain. Don't look at the captain, but and Dorley, who I thought he would do much better, but he didn't do that great this game. You got cooked, bro. You are embarrassing. Balde, Koundé, these world-class level fullbacks last season. What has happened to your team? And you want to tell me that, oh, Barcelona is this and that, we might win the Champions League? Shut up, man. Shut up. You're lucky. Flick is actually a good manager. He identified everything that needed to be changed, put on Olmo and Marcus Rashford, and that changed the game, unfortunately. By the way, in the second half, Slavia Praha still had chances, yeah? We still had chances. That's the most, like, exciting part. We were not, like, scared to go out of our half. We didn't play a 5 at the back. No, we played compact, we played the pressing, and we played high up the pitch. We didn't care about Barcelona coming to town. No, we didn't. But of course, it has its price. When you keep up this high, intense, style, you're gonna get caught out, in my opinion, especially if you're not good at that technically. But if these players, if this manager had better technical players, oh my goodness, genuinely, this guy should be, I don't know, championship level or like a bad team in the Premier League. I'm not lying, by the way. I'm not lying. He has been here for 7 years. My bro, if you want to move on, I think it's time, man. You could get a job in a better club, in my opinion. But I'm happy he's here. Almost goal. Fairs, man. I hate on the guy constantly, but yeah, fairs. And Lewandowski just finishes the game, of course. And then I think Barcelona wasn't great even after that. You were genuinely so complacent. You thought this game, yeah, whatever. The only guy that was actually trying, in my genuine opinion, was Frenkie de Jong, who was actually good in the midfield. He was running the midfield. He was trying to do something in the second half. And Fermin Lopez, of course. Other than that, like Rashford, sure, Dani Olmo, they made a difference. But were they really pressing that high up the pitch? Were they really trying too much? Rashford had like one shot. These guys made the difference, yes. But if I was a Barca fan, I would be hugely disappointed. Shout out to my boy from there. Even the substitutions, they were great. The keeper, yeah, it just got to him, bro. You should do better for almost every goal, apart from the Olmo goal and maybe the second Fermin goal. But once again, it was a good shot, but your positioning was just cheeks, man. And yeah, I just want to read this out, which is konec. Statečně jsme bojovali, ale po přestávce se prosadili jen hosté, which basically means we fought until the end, proudly, bravely, bravely fought until the end, but of course, only the away end scored, unfortunately, in the second half. And yeah, this from Slavia Praha, bro, I just can't I can't believe it. Barcelona fans, don't talk to me for at least a year. This is how bad it is for you guys. And I'm not lying. You can see in my stream that I predicted everything that is going to happen in this game. Yeah, I said Pedri is going to get touched. I said we are going to cook your midfield. I said that we can get something out of this game, of course. And then in the second half, I even had a call with Football Carnage, as I mentioned before. And he asked me, do you think they can keep this up? I don't think, but anything can happen. And yeah, I kind of knew, because the style that we play, unfortunately, it has, its cost. The price is the players get more tired. They get a bit more complacent, and when Barcelona has players like Dani Olmo, Marcus Rashford, Araujo, Bernal coming off, which they might not be the top level in the European spectrum, but these players are, come on man, they are playing for a top Czech side. We don't even make Champions League sometimes, and players like Moses, Kushe, which by the way, this brother was playing in a mid-table team a few months ago for Mladá Boleslav, and now he's scoring against Barcelona, man. His teammate Tomáš Ladra, who is a brother of my coach, his brother coached me, bro. This brother is genuinely close to me, and this brother scored against Barcelona, man. Shout out to him as well. Provod, Sadilek, Sanyang, I have nothing to tell to you, bro. You left your all there. So proud. Shame, man, shame. The technical ability and the technical side of Barcelona just put them through, and now, it's a huge battle for the top 8. Chelsea, Newcastle, Paris Saint-Germain, Tottenham, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Sporting, Manchester City, Atletico Madrid, Atalanta, Inter, and Juve, in my opinion, still have a chance. Of course, Dortmund still have a chance, but that is way less of a chance that Dortmund and Galatasaray, teams like this, make it into the top 8. Huge Champions League last week, which is going to be played, I actually want to know that, which is going to be played Wednesday, January 28th, which is next week, right? Which is genuinely next week. I'm so excited for this. Huge games like Barca, Atletico Madrid have to win. Dortmund have Inter. Okay, cooked. Manchester City, Galatasaray. See, Champions League never disappoints. Another UCL night for me that has been very, very entertaining game, of course. And yeah, I just hope Barcelona don't make it the top 8. This was genuinely one of the best games I have seen from Slavia Prague in years. Years, bro. Years. Genuinely. Shout out to the team once again. Barcelona, you are cheeks. You are fucking ass. And just watch out for Football Chaos on Friday. I'm gonna cook you on that podcast like you have never seen before, especially that Pedri bum. Hey man, go get that Moses lineup. Brother, you know what? I'm gonna save it. I'm just gonna save it, okay? I'm gonna save it. Barcelona, this was embarrassing, even though you won. I hope you enjoyed this video. Love you guys for tuning into the watch along or to this reaction. And if you did, of course, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Slavia Prague, man. Let's go.